In a rare and deeply emotional moment, Donna Derby, actress, choreographer, and longtime wife of beloved television host Bradley Walsh, stepped onto the stage of the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art for a charity gala celebrating women in the performing arts. The event was meant to be a joyful evening, an elegant celebration of creativity and resilience. Yet as Donna began to speak, something in her tone shifted the room. Her words weren't about celebrity or fame. They were about strength, love, and the quiet cost of a life lived in the public eye. She didn't mention Bradley by name, but her message carried unmistakable weight. "Sometimes," she said softly, "the hardest part of love isn't letting go. It's learning how to hold on differently, even when everything around you is changing." For a few seconds, there was silence. Everyone in the audience, actors, journalists, industry figures, seemed to stop breathing. They knew what she was referring to. After months of speculation and quiet whispers about her marriage to Bradley Walsh, Donna had just spoken her truth. Not in anger, but in grace. For years, Bradley Walsh and Donna Derby have been one of Britain's most admired couples. Together since the late 1980s, their love story always seemed unshakable, built on laughter, mutual respect, and a deep understanding that transcended fame. While Bradley became one of the UK's most recognized faces, hosting The Chase, Blankety Blank, and This Morning specials, Donna often stayed behind the scenes, guiding their family and protecting their privacy. They were, to many, a symbol of balance. But beneath the surface, there were challenges, the kind that come quietly with time, distance, and the pressures of fame. According to those close to the couple, Donna's speech at RADA was not offhand. It was carefully thought out, a moment of reflection for a woman who has spent decades living just outside the spotlight. Her words, though poetic, revealed a quiet ache. One friend of Donna's later told the Daily Express, "She's always been incredibly private, but that night it was as though she needed to breathe, to say something honest without blame or bitterness. It wasn't about scandal, it was about truth." Meanwhile, Bradley continued appearing on television with his trademark humor and warmth. To the public, nothing seemed amiss. But after Donna's heartfelt remarks, social media erupted with speculation. Was their marriage in trouble? Had fame and work finally taken its toll on one of British television's most beloved partnerships? Within hours, clips from Donna's speech were circulating online. Fans flooded comment sections with messages of concern and affection. "They've been together for so long, I hope they're okay. Donna's such a graceful woman, you can hear her pain between the lines. Bradley always speaks so lovingly of her. Maybe they're just taking space." Those who know Bradley Walsh personally say he was deeply affected by Donna's words. He hadn't expected her to speak so candidly, but rather than anger, his reaction was said to be one of quiet reflection. A close family friend revealed, Bradley watched a recording of Donna's speech that same evening. He didn't say much, just sat there for a while. Then he said, "She's right. Sometimes love changes shape." It wasn't a confession, it wasn't regret. It was acknowledgement of the seasons that every long marriage must weather. Bradley and Donna's story began long before the television fame and red carpets. In the late 1980s, Bradley was a young comic, making his way through Britain's cabaret scene. Donna was a strikingly talented dancer and choreographer who had already worked in theater and television. They met through mutual friends and clicked instantly. "She made me laugh before I'd even said hello," Bradley once recalled in a rare interview. "I knew then she was something special." They married in 1997, and in 1998 they welcomed their son, Barney. Their love was grounded in simplicity, quiet evenings at home, laughter in the kitchen, and family holidays that had nothing to do with glamour. Bradley often spoke about Donna's grounding influence in his life. "She keeps me real," he once told ITV. "In this industry, you can lose yourself in all the noise. Donna never let that happen to me." Donna, for her part, rarely spoke publicly, preferring to stay out of interviews. When she did appear, usually alongside Bradley at award ceremonies or charity events, she carried herself with understated elegance. To many, she was the quiet force behind his success. But fame changes the rhythm of a relationship. As Bradley's career soared, the demands grew heavier. Long filming schedules, travel, and public attention began to eat away at private time. According to insiders, this gradual drift, not drama, was the real cause of tension. One family acquaintance said, "They still love each other, no question. But when one person is constantly in the spotlight, it can be hard to stay connected in the same way." Bradley's commitments to The Chase and other ITV projects often required him to be away for long stretches, while Donna focused on creative projects of her own and supporting Barney as he began his own television journey alongside his father. When Donna spoke at RADA, she wasn't attacking anyone. She was honoring the complexity of long love, how it evolves, how it bends under pressure, and how sometimes, even when two people still care deeply, they find themselves on different paths. She went on to say something that drew quiet tears from those listening. "There are moments when love doesn't fade, it just transforms. It stops being about needing someone beside you every day, and starts being about wishing them peace, wherever they are." Those words echoed across social media, felt hauntingly familiar. Many noted how similar they were to the quiet elegance of Amal Clooney's earlier reflections. Words that managed to convey heartbreak and grace in the same breath. For Donna, however, this wasn't imitation. It was authenticity. A British poise that came from experience and endurance. Within hours, the internet was ablaze. Donna Derby breaks her silence. Bradley Walsh's wife makes emotional speech about love and change. Is this the end of Britain's most beloved TV marriage? Yet those who truly understood Bradley and Donna knew the truth was far more nuanced. There was no scandal, no betrayal, just two people trying to navigate the complex intersection of love, time, and fame, and doing so with immense respect for each other. The next morning, Bradley was seen arriving at Elstree Studios for The Chase filming. Reporters shouted questions, asking if he had seen Donna's speech or if rumors about a split were true. Bradley didn't respond. He smiled faintly, waved to fans, and carried on. But later that week, he appeared on This Morning for a light-hearted interview promoting a charity football match. Viewers noticed he seemed more reflective than usual. When host Ben Shepherd jokingly asked about his family, Bradley paused for a moment before replying, "Family means everything to me, mate. Always has, always will. Sometimes you go through changes, but the love stays the same." It was subtle, but unmistakable. To many, that was Bradley's way of responding, not through press releases or dramatic statements, but through quiet sincerity. Behind the cameras, those close to him said he had been taking time to rest and reflect. "He's been through an incredibly busy few years," said one ITV colleague. "He loves what he does, but he's realized that sometimes success can come at a cost. He's very protective of Donna and their family. He doesn't want anything to turn into gossip." Unlike many celebrity relationships, Bradley and Donna have always kept their private life out of the tabloids. They've faced challenges before and weathered them quietly. When Bradley suffered health scares in the past, or when public rumors circulated, Donna stood by him steadfastly without ever seeking attention. Her dignity became her trademark, and that same grace was evident in her RADA speech. Rather than bitterness, she chose compassion. Rather than denial, she chose truth. But truth delivered softly, with love. In an age of public confessions and viral oversharing, Donna's words reminded people that vulnerability doesn't have to be loud. Strength, she showed, can be found in stillness.
Across the UK, fans of Bradley and Donna flooded social media with support. "They're the real deal. Whatever happens, I hope they find happiness." You can tell how much love there still is between them. It's written all over their faces. Bradley has always been the heart of British TV, and Donna has always been the soul behind him. Even fellow ITV colleagues weighed in, though discreetly. One presenter posted a simple heart emoji alongside a clip of Donna's speech. Another wrote, "Grace personified," sending love to two of the kindest people in this industry. In the weeks that followed, both Bradley and Donna chose silence. There were no official statements, no tabloid exclusives, just a quiet retreat from the noise. Bradley took time off after the Chase Celebrity special, reportedly spending a few weeks with Barney.